So interim executive leadership is when an organization's executive has left the organization for a variety of reasons, other than they're retiring, they've won the lottery, or something negative or whatever. And so usually organizations would just go, and boards would go get super crazy and go and do a search and bring in an executive. And that we found in the States that that's actually hugely detrimental, that it can harm the organization for a long time. And so the best practice now, and has been for the last several years, is to bring in an interim executive leader to run the organization while the organization is looking for, thinking about where it wants to go, and what its strategy should be, and what kind of executive it should have in the future. And so interim executive leaders are trained leaders that oftentimes have way more experience than any executive you would find anyway, who are committed to coming in on a temporary basis and oftentimes patching the holes of the organization that need patching, and maintaining the ship during crisis, sometimes doing searches, and kind of doing all of the capacity things while you look for your next executive. So at the end of the day, what happens when you have an interim? You're statistically, in the States, you get more revenue. Your organization is much stronger statistically. Your board is stronger, and you found the right executive. If groups that haven't brought in an interim, the next executive oftentimes leaves 2 to 3 years. And that can just be disastrous. And so most of the executives that come on board after an interim end up serving a term of 7 years or more, which is great. So